This is Dorkness Inc., and we have a special for you today. We're going to be looking at the Dark Knight Metal Batman Hero cards released by CMON for DCeased, but usable for Marvel Zombies, which is what we're going to be taking a look at today. All right, next up we have Batman Earth 32, the Green Lantern Batman. I forget what the call sign for this Batman is, but he's a neat one. He has 0 to 1 range, 3 dice on 4. Supreme Willpower. Before attacking with Power Ring, your base attack, you may spend 1 power to gain 1 range. Once during your turn, you may discard 1 heroic trait and perform 1 free Power Ring attack. So this is an interesting one. Anytime you got to spend power to gain range, it's always kind of a questionable, just because you start running low on power pretty quickly when you have to make that trade. At least that's what I always found with a lot of the Marvel guys. Being able to have a secondary ability, especially one that is tied directly to getting another attack, really helps mitigate that loss. Because grabbing a heroic trait and then dumping it for an extra attack is not always a great deal, but sometimes it is. And I definitely think that at least there's a second thing it does, because if it had just been to gain range, I'd have been pretty disappointed. His orange skill is Nightmare Constructs. Before attacking with Power Ring, you may spend 1 power to replace your base dice with 1 dice for each horde zombie in the target zone. Before any bonuses, ignore zombie heroes. So he gets full auto. So full auto is fantastic. I adore full auto. Full auto will turn this character into a character that can easily clear a zone for you. Now, you do have to kind of balance that with the additional range, but it does give him the option to be a long range and zone clearing character, which you don't see too much of. Now, his red skill is Corrupt Battery. Each time you power up, you may eliminate up to 3 toughness worth of enemies within range 1. So this has got a cool synergy, because you need a little extra power to be able to do your stuff. So if you're going to power up, you just automatically get to remove 3 toughness worth of enemies. So that's a small hero or 2 specialists or a guard. I mean, that is very cool stuff. That is a great combination with the other things that he has that are so dependent on being able to have power. So you're likely going to be doing that anyway, and anything that rewards you for stuff that you're already going to do is really well designed. Now we have Batman Earth 44, the Cyber Batman. Now this Batman is one of the ones that, the first time I saw it, I thought this was such a goofy design, and I still kind of think it's a goofy design, but when I saw him in the comics just kind of materializing into stuff, this is such a cool idea, and it's growing on me. I like it more than I used to. So as far as in the game, he has a blaster, so that's a 0 to 1 range, 3 on 4, so 3 dice on 4 up. His blue skill is Adaptive Weaponry. Now, right off the bat, we're going to have some interesting and a little complicated, so we're going to break it all down. So, Adaptive Weaponry. Before attacking with the blaster, you may spend up to 3 power to gain the following effects. Choose 1 per power spent, up to twice each per attack. So, you can spend up to 3. You got 2 effects to pick from, and you can pick one of these effects per power spent up to twice each per attack. So, in theory, if you spent 3, you would get 2 of one and 1 of the other. What are they? It's +1 to range or +1 to die results. So 3 on 4 means you've already got 3 dice. So if you spend a power, you're going to get to add +1 to those results. If you need to go out a little further, you can get +1 to his range. You can also get +2 to range or +2 to dice rolls, making him hit on 2s. That's insane. And you can do both, where you spend 2 on range and 1 on results, or 1 on range and 2 on results. This is a power that is a utility power in its best way. This is such an interesting adaptive mechanic, so that you can kind of handpick what you need for the situation. You love to see this kind of stuff. Now, his orange skill is No Remorse. Each time you eliminate a brute, gain a power. So free power for each brute that you get rid of. Each time you eliminate a zombie hero, you may perform 1 free power-up action and draw a heroic trait. So that means as you're killing brutes out, you're getting free power, and if you destroy a hero, you not only get free power, you also get a free heroic trait. That is good stuff. That makes you the big guy hunter. And with your additional to dice results, you can be a pretty reliable big guy hunter. Now, your red skill is the extermination protocol. Each time you complete a move action, you may perform a blaster attack. That's your base attack. So every time you move, you get to attack. So that makes you a absolutely devastating walking weapon of war. Every time you're moving, trying to get where you need to be, you're just getting to shoot things for free. That is the best kind of action economy, the free kind. And that's it. That's all we have for this episode. Thank you so much for coming along with us with this journey. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We will catch you next